It seems like AI art is becoming a topic of discussion. So I'd like to take this opportunity to weigh in on that discussion. This video is going to be a little different than my normal videos, which usually focus strictly on photography, videography, or music, as this one's going to be a little bit more philosophical. Now, in order to approach this subject, we have to talk about what art is. Art is the cumulative results of the artist's vision, medium of choice, skill, and patience. When you, as an artist, have a vision, and you wish to express it through drawing, painting, music, photos, etc., and you physically make every brush stroke, pluck every string, shoot every frame, you leave your mark on the world in a way that people can see how you did your work. They can see your strengths, your signature skills, your flaws, and your ability to bring a part of your God-given soul into the world so that the people around you can see or hear you as a complete human being. AI has often been compared to just another tool in an artist's palette, sort of like a paintbrush or an instrument. But this is a horrendously reductive statement, as it's so much more than that. It removes the need for an artist to ever hone a skill. It removes the need for a pencil or a paintbrush. It removes those little imperfections in the quote-unquote performance and the long, often painful hours that people sink into learning their craft for the purpose of artistic expression. And unfortunately, without the hours of skill honing, or the pain, the love, and the flaws that are part of a human performance or a human expression, the product of AI creations can only best be described as soullessness. It's empty of the sacrifice that has to be made in order to learn a craft. It requires no work on the human's part to use a finite medium, or a combination of mediums, skills, or time to create something from nothing. It just appears. There's no character, there's no effort, and there's no sacrifice. You may have an argument about, well, you have to learn how to give a prompt to that particular AI to get exactly what you want. And to that I say, but what did you sacrifice to give that prompt? If you can just write what you want to see and then it magically appears, what did you learn from that experience? Nothing. You learned nothing. You contributed nothing. You sacrificed nothing. You did no work. For those of you that use AI for fun or data, I'm not judging you, because I have done the same. It's all too easy these days because every search engine, like Google, Bing, Brave, DuckDuckGo, they all have an automatic AI summary of whatever you're searching. But if you defend it as an art form, or its use as a way to flood artistic spaces for real people and their real work, then you need to consider what you would do if AI replaced your family, or your friends, or your hobbies, your nourishment, food, spirituality, your work, etc. Because you're essentially advocating for AI to replace your expression. But what AI produces will never be art. It will never have a soul. It will never showcase your skill or your sacrifices, and it will never have your nuance. It will never have your soul. It will only mimic and then consume all art until real artists will have no choice but to retreat back to the tiny spaces like local farmers markets tables. Just like the family-owned businesses that used to flavor all of American cities until they got pushed out of their spaces by large Walmart-type corporations that eventually spread, invaded, and sucked the soul out of small-town America.